Well, what once was a dream of a new animal shelter in St. Joseph may now only become a memory due to the cancellation of construction to build a new shelter. KQ2's Noel Hardin brings us the story.
The Friends of the Animal Shelter in St. Joseph started a fundraising campaign in 2017 to help build a new animal shelter in a better location and with better commodities. However, even after raising over $2 million in fundraising and $1 million from the CIP tax, construction costs skyrocketed to over $5 million, which left the shelter no choice but to cease fundraising efforts.
A couple years ago, the City Council passed a resolution stating that the $1 million in CIP money would be made available if they raised $1.5 million. Ultimately, that did happen, and that triggered the availability of the $1 million. However, the total of $2.5 million just isn't enough to do a full animal shelter build out. The construction cost in modern times has just grown so much that it's made it infeasible.
Now, the building of a new animal shelter has been canceled, and the CIP fund will not be used for shelter costs, much to the dismay of Friends of the Animal Shelter.
The costs became out of reach for us. The final estimate on our first floor design was $4.8 million, and that didn't include the second floor, which would have been between $800,000 and $1 million. So at that point, we had to sit down with the board and decide whether this was going to be feasible for us to do and to continue fundraising for.
This is bad news for the animals, as the overcrowded current shelter will have no room to put future animals and will continue to be stuck in an undesirable location.
Our adoptions have been slower than normal. Definitely, before this past year, we would have, small dogs would come in and they would be like out the door like that, or puppies would be out the door. And now even those dogs are just sitting here for longer periods of time. So adoptions have definitely slowed down.
As of now, the future of a new shelter in St. Joseph is grim. For KQ2 News in St. Joe, Noel Hardin reporting.
While the future of a new shelter does not seem likely, the funds raised will still go toward animal relief services. To donate or help the shelter, visit petforyou.com. The shelter says even fostering an animal for a weekend helps.